I remember, I think it was 96, Vanity Fair coming out with you on the cover.
Yeah.
Where it was just before A Time to Kill.
Yep.
It was before A Time to Kill. Yeah, her Brits took the pictures.
Yeah.
And I think, was that the first time ever someone who wasn't a big star had been on the cover of Vanity Fair?
Someone told me that, I don't know.
It's only, as a reader, I was like, who the hell's that? Because
Yeah,
you always knew who it was.
No, it was sort of, I'd been in films, and you brought up one of them earlier, Days Confused, before, but that was the first time that over a weekend, my life changed pretty quickly. I remember being I went to the supermarket to go get my groceries on this Friday before, and I looked down and I was like, hey, how you doing, McConaughey? And I remember going, this is weird, but I'm buying 2 of each. and put them up there and she ran them through, and I was like, hey, look at that cover. You know that guy? Yeah, okay, that's me right there.
And because it was so instant, your mom didn't adjust immediately.
No. I bet you may have some of these stories. No, they're so sincere and good intentions, but you just don't understand it, do you, Mom? It was the, you know, people started getting interested in my life and my history, as has happened over a weekend. So all of a sudden, my mom shows up in these newspapers and saying these things. I'm like, Mom, keep that that's between us. That's between the family. Okay. I was like, trust me, there are people going to be coming to you wanting to know things about my life, but keep what should be private ours. Okay. All of a sudden, the next Thursday night, I'm looking hard copy. It's a show in America that comes on, and there's my mom giving an escort through my bedroom. And going, and this is where we caught him first sleeping with so-and-so. I call her, and she goes, oh, I didn't know you'd see it.
Matthew, it's fair to say, since the whole Vanity Fair thing and that incident, you worked consistently. But it seemed in the last few years, I love the way that Hollywood comes up with names for things. What's it called? The McConaissance.
McConaissance.
The McConaissance.
I heard that.
The rebirth of Matthew McConaughey. Yeah. Like, was that a thing in your head? Were you trying to have a McConaissance?
All I knew is when I first heard a reporter say that, I was like, wait, go back. What'd you call that? He goes, McConaissance. I was like, well, it sounds good. No, I was recalibrating my relationship with my career, for sure. And that meant taking some time off from doing the things I was doing. And the way I look at it, I don't look at it as any kind of rebirth for me. I didn't have a coming to God moment, epiphany. I just said I want to do some different things and show a different part of myself. And different chapter, same book, is the way I've looked at it.
And what's extraordinary is, like, so because on the paper, you would not think that Magic Mike would be a stepping stone to being an Oscar nominee. You know, because it didn't sound like that sort of film, but it was. I mean, you were amazing. Yeah. And is it true that the strip at the end was you? That wasn't, no one asked you to do. Well, obviously somebody allowed you to.
No, that
he insisted.
Yeah.
I would have done if I looked like that. You need me nude at all?
Well, I remember that phone call when Steven Soderbergh, you know, was talking to me about the part, and I was already on one knee laughing at this world and this pitch, and he goes, you know, it's not in the script right now, but Dallas, we think he really should have his own dance at the end. I mean, I think it'd be a good idea. And immediately in this ear, my head's going, no. And in this ear, it was like, are you kidding me? You have to if you get a chance. If you don't, you'll regret not ever doing that. And so, yeah, as soon as I found the song, which was Calling Dr. Love, and got that cleared, I was like, let's go have some fun, man.
And is it true the thing about you road testing the kind of the posing pouch?
The posing pouch?
Isn't that what they're called?
It is the posing pouch.
You don't call them that in America, no. Those little things that you just about get things in with a string around the back.
And it's a posing.
The slightest move and everything's out.
Yeah. I read something where you walked around to make sure that it wasn't falling out of it.
No,
it was composed.
What I did do, which a lot of us did, is you put one of those on, and all of a sudden you find your body kind of gets a little inverted. So, I got to really loosen up, because this is a guy who lives in this thing and has to feel really loose and with it. So I remember going, and I wasn't the only one that did this. You go, I have to walk out there amongst the crew and have small-time, normal conversations like, so how you doing? Did you have for lunch? Hey, did you see the game this weekend? I got to go out and try to have some small talk in this thong without flinching. And it was hard.
And
because I wasn't, but it was...
You said it now. You said it now.
Yes. It was. Thank you for that. Took me up for that one. Well done.
We must just celebrate your work in rom-coms, because there's such a hard thing to get right. And you were in a lot of really good ones, big successful ones. But the thing that you are a master at is the rom-com lean.
Lean, yes.
Yeah. No,
There's
seriously.
Oh, that with the...
No, he's talking about
the posters.
There's a poster run here.
Here's the classic.
Okay,
yeah, that
I think this is where it started.
Is that where it started?
I think, because watch where the leans go from here.
Yeah, so this lean, there's the nice lean here. Then there's a variation on a lean with, actually, funny, Jenna Garner, your co-star in Dallas Spice Club.
But notice, now we come from the first one, though, How to Lose a Guy, also because it makes $125 million. People really start to go, hey, the lean on the poster. That's the way to go.
That's why they're
The
going to
last
see
time
it.
you leaned, we did this amount of money, so then we come back and we did Ghost, and there's another lean. There's a big lean.
Well, I'm not a trained actor. I feel you over-leaned.
I was really getting arrogant with the leaning at this point. Yeah, I was really
Very
good.
lucky she was there, actually.
Yeah.
Could have really hurt yourself.
Whoa! Even at your Dallas Buyers Club weight, you would have flattened her. You don't do accents, do you?
Go all over the place. Yes.
But Matthew McConaughey, like, is an accent.
Yes, we wouldn't want you any other way.
No.
You do, actually, this is terrible. So early doors to do it, but to relax us, to put in the mood for the show. Can you do your that thing you do?
That 3 affirmations.
Yes.
Things are going well, and
Yeah.
you got 3 things, and you're about to cruise up and get the 4th, and everything is all right, all right, all right.
It's easy for all of us to say, well, we knew you were going to win it. But how did you feel on the night?
I had no idea.
But everyone must be kind of blowing smoke up you and kind of going, you've got it in the bag.
No.
No?
I sat there, and I remember they started to say the names, and music people came up, and I think I went through the names. If any of the other names started with a M, that's all I really heard. And I went through them, and they did, and I think that's me. I look at my wife, it was. I was like, oh, here we go. And
Because there's a picture, it's an amazing picture of the moment you hear. And you do look like you...
that's me going through, does anyone else's name start with a M?
I love that picture. Yes. It's a great picture. And also, you know what else is really lovely about it? Because what are the chances of the two of you being here together? Look how happy Anne Hathaway is that you've won. Isn't that nice thing? Because you could have been scowling, and then this would be really awkward.
Well, that's the creepiest thing about award shows is that you never know when they're going to hit your face, and so you'll be just having a normal emotion like a cramp, and someone's going to think that you're unhappy for someone else's success. They're trying to catch you.
Yeah. Another thing they do in Hollywood, they got that little trick in Hollywood that everybody you see, they always go, oh, so good to see you.
Of course, it's
and that
so
means,
rude.
That means that if they know you, they're good to, it's happy to see you, but if they don't know you, they're only
still
saying it's good
covered
to
their
see
bases.
you. And they've got it covered either way.
Oh, I see. So instead of kind of, it's nice to meet you,
You say
in
it's nice
case
to
you already
see
know
you.
them.
In case you already know them, it's so great to see you.
So good to see you, man.
Like something that seems quite tame, like the Grand Canyon in America.
Yeah.
But you got in trouble there with your family, didn't you?
Close to trouble.
Close.
Yeah. We were there on the my 40th birthday, and at this time we only had my son Levi with us, and I guess he was around 2. Anyway, so my wife and I go out there, and we go to the edge of the Grand Canyon. Myself, my wife, Levi, and our dog, whose name is BJ. So the edge of the Grand
So
Canyon.
I have to stop your story then. You've called your dog BJ.
That's her name.
BJ
It's
or
her name.
BJ?
BJ.
Oh.
Yes, it stands.
We're all
for exactly
thinking
what
it.
you
Who's
think
going
It
to
does
say
stand for
It
that.
absolutely stands for exactly what you think it does.
Okay.
Beef jerky.
Is it just a name?
That's
Beef
her name.
jerky.
I mean, that's
You
what
shouldn't
she
do
does.
anything as a puppy to make her be called that or anything. No.
What is he talking about? So, myself, Levi,
Do
and my
you
wife,
shout
Camilla.
BJ when you're calling the dog?
Absolutely. That's her name.
You know,
BJ, come.
Yeah.
there are people...
I like it.
It's a popular name, obviously.
I have a friend named BJ, an adult man.
Yeah.
But
Just the whole idea puts a smile on people's faces.
it does. Yeah, I like
Extending lives.
So anyway, you're in the park.
We go out on the edge of the Grand Canyon. The edge is right there, and there's about a 10-foot drop here. We've seen nobody for hours. And we sit down and started having our lunch. We're sitting there, and all of a sudden BJ starts growling and everything. And I turn and look up, and right about where Lena is this huge mountain ram, just with these horns that big around that curl all the way around. He was probably, I don't know, 400 pounds. But he's looking at me, looking at my dog, really, who's growling. And so I say, okay, this is not a good idea. BJ, you're out of here. I got to throw BJ over the 10-foot cliff down below, okay? My wife is now jetted over there, and I've got my son, Levi. And he's not happy that we're there. I mean, the foot stomp, the throwing up dust, lowering his head, snorting. Camilla gets about where you are, and I've got Levi, and I had to go down the edge of the cliff. She has to catch him.
You did not.
Yeah. Yeah. Had to.
You had to throw the baby.
Yes, safely into his mother's arms. Because we've got a 400-pound ram who doesn't want me on his mountain, and he's here lowering his head with his horns. I have the face-off with this ram for about 15 seconds, which seemed like about an hour. It was long enough for me to break a sweat and know that I was sweating and try to calm the situation down. All of a sudden, he hops over left, bounds down the 10 feet, and runs over. What it was is his harem was on that side of us, and he had come from this side. I probably hadn't showered in 3 days. He didn't want another male scent on his mountain. And so I was between he and his harem. Now, once he got on the other side, he was fine as wine. We were no problem. But he was not happy that we were on his mountain between he and his harem. So that was my 40th birthday. That was a buzz.
Wow. It could be the end of everything.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. So what you're saying is you're so sexy that even rams are threatened by you.
Matthew McConaughey, congratulations on your new movie Gold. We'll talk about it more in a bit. But I saw a clip. You were accepting an award for Gold, and there was a really funny audience reaction. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
So you get up there, you get the prize.
Yeah. And as I like to open up, usually I start off with all right of some sort, or all right, of three sorts. First 3 words I ever said on film, and I don't think about it, but I think this night I just said, all right. So, and everyone goes, ah! Yeah.
So you can't say one all right. You've got to do 3.
If it starts with the one, I've got to add the other 2, yeah.
The audience demands it.
Is it like Beetlejuice? It appears if you say the third.
Something nice happens, yeah. All right, all right, all right.
And to prepare for this, because often actors go through kind of hell to prepare for roles, it sounded like it was quite fun preparing for this.
Yes. Well, I've had roles where I lost a lot of weight, and this one I got to gain a lot of weight, and the gaining is a whole lot more fun.
Can't fit in a fruit bowl, though, can you?
No, not even one of my butt cheeks.
But it's interesting, like, so your family just thought you were like a different person.
Well, for 6 months I said, I've got a rule, McConaughey, to get ready for this role. You have to say yes to whatever desire you want, 24/7. Eat, drink, what have you. And if you second-guess yourself, you must have double. So I was a real yes man. Pizza night instead of Friday night was Tuesday morning. If you wanted to go bowling at midnight on a school night, that's a great idea too, kids. Let's go. So I really relaxed on the rules, and cheeseburgers and beer for breakfast were a great idea.
So how hard was it to kind of go, oh, film's over?
I didn't think about it until we got there. And then when I did get there, I did notice that a few things that I thought were renting that were actually there to own. And I noticed that it had really sat in, and I did have a few moments where I was looking in the mirror going, this may be it, buddy. This may be your profile.
It's nice to know that's finally happened, though, because I'm sure there are so many men around the world who look at you like rips in all the films being like, oh, God, inhuman, how does he do that? And now you're the same. It's fine.
It was fun. My family kind of misses me being a fat ass.
Oh, your kids at 11:30 at night going, can we go bowling? No way.
I got so strict. No, my nickname in the family was Captain Fun. For the whole 6 months. It was like, another pizza? Yes. Milkshakes for breakfast, great idea.
So did your kids get fat as well?
No, they didn't. No, I mean, the whole family probably put on a little extra luggage, but I mean, I was fat and happy. It was
One story about your dad. The bet involving your brother. Do you know the story I mean?
The bicycle?
Yeah, the motorcycle.
Motorbike?
The motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. Another way my dad did great business.
Our upbringings are so similar in something.
Are you getting laid? I'm trying.
Every time I come on this show, I get abused by Hollywood stars.
Check this out.
This is a great...
I'm going to sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, this is a great story. This is a great story.
So, my dad's at a ranch one time with his friends, and they've been deer hunting all day, and it's late at night. They're sitting out in the barn drinking and stuff, and so all of a sudden the subject comes up of how high everybody can pee, you know? How high on the wall, right? And he's got this buddy named Jim who's about 6'6", and they're playing cards, looking around, and my dad sees this old BMX bike, and we couldn't afford a BMX bike. Now, my middle brother had been wanting a BMX motorcycle, but we couldn't afford it. There's this old CRX 80 over there. And Dad says, well, you know, Jim, my son, he could pee over your head on the wall. And he goes, oh, there's no way he can do that. And he goes, yeah, you can. I'll bet you. I'll bet the motorbike on it. And the guy goes, oh, there's no way. I'm 6'6". Pop gets in the car, drives an hour and a half back into town, wakes my 12-year-old brother up in his tidy whities, gets him out of bed. What do you got to do when you get woken up in the middle of the night as a kid? You got to pee, right? My dad says, no, you're not going to do that. Actually, get in the car with me.
Water.
Get in the car. No, have a sip on this beer because we're about to go get yourself a motorcycle, buddy. So Pat's sitting there, tidy whities. They ride an hour and a half back, get back at 4 in the morning, and brings my brother into the barn. They put Jim up against the wall. Jim marks the mark at 6'6", and my dad says, "Go ahead, boy." By a foot. Put the CRX 100 in the back of the truck. Got home. My brother's first motorcycle.
Actually, you did. Were you in Australia for a year?
I lived in Australia for years, an exchange student, 2 weeks out of high school.
Because is that unusual? Because I think a lot of British people go there, and a lot of Australians come here, but that's unusual for an American, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, look, a lot of not enough Americans even have a passport. It's a sly joke. You know what I mean now? And where I was from, where I was raised, a lot of us didn't have passports. Anyway, it was my mother's idea because me, like every other 18-year-old, I could say maybe I want to be this, but I didn't know what the hell I wanted to be. You know, so my mom said, well, you love to travel. Why don't you go off to Australia as an exchange student? I was like, great idea. And I went for the year. And worked 11 different odd jobs.
But they must remember you.
They do. Every time I do Australian press, a certain family, the first family I lived with, the Crockers, whoever's doing the interview says, we've got a surprise for you, mate. And in steps Raymond or Eileen or David or someone, and they go, hey, how you going? You going all right? I say, yeah, doing it.
Wrestlers like to have signature moves and things.
Yes.
And one of yours is the you can't see me. But
That's correct.
Is that true that came out of your family somehow?
Yeah, I was dared to do it. So I was actually making the music for my own theme song that you just so heard and finally serenaded me to. Thank you very much. And we played it for my brother. And the first time he heard it, this was the 50 Cent's crew had a really popular song called In the Club. And he heard it the first time, and instead of dancing, like he was our litmus test to see what songs were good and what songs were bad, he did this.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, no, everybody does this, man. Everybody does this. And I guess this was from 50 Cent's video. And he's like, you won't do it on TV. I said, what the hell do I gotta lose? What are you gonna do, fire me? Of course I'll do it on TV. But instead of doing this, I did this. And now, for 15 years, because of a dare, I've been doing this. And I'll do you one better. People actually think I'm invisible. There will be people to look at this couch and be like, why is there nobody next to McConaughey? We said John Cena would be there, but we can't see him. So, you never know.
You remember Hacksaw Jim Duggins and King Kong Bundy
Yes.
and Skandar Akbars and
Von Erichs.
Von Erichs and Carry the Claw. Oh, I got kicked out of
Texas
Hearst
wrestling. We're
Coliseum.
talking Texas wrestling.
I get kicked out of Hearst Coliseum in Shreveport for pelting Skandar Akbar with a bag of tomatoes on the 8th row.
Skandar Akbar was a man dressed as a sheik that used to throw fire.
Yes. And he managed King Kong Bundy, who was like 484 pounds.
And
remember
wore
the
a
missing link
leotard
from
singlet.
Parts Unknown.
Yeah.
And
Guy with a green face, spit green mist.
They sound really good.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
It was so much fun.
And I'm John Cena.
But he's got
King
this.
Kong Bundy, Skandar Akbar.
Where's Matthew McConaughey? Okay. Now, your own mother, I know she likes to visit you on sets. Did she visit you on this set?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, because, well, there's your mom. A lot of families like to visit sets because they get to take pictures of people and it's fun. But your mom's like hustling when she gets to the set.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, my mother, she says she wants to come to see me, but we already had that discussion. Mom, if I was an accountant in Chicago, you wouldn't want to come see me. I told you, no, I wouldn't, because what do I want to do, son? I want to get in that movie. And she's been to all my sets, and she's persistent, and she has a pitch that she's not gotten tired of. That she continues. She's 86 now. Then she comes to me and says, who's the person on set that can make it happen? Who's the one with the money? And I'll go like, that guy. And I've learned to send her to the wrong people sometimes. But even then, her pitch is this. Okay. Remake of The Graduate. What? What's so funny? What's so funny? No, it's a great idea. Look, I'm the Anne Bancroft character. Matthew is the Dustin Hoffman character. And what does everyone right away say? Wait a minute, that's pretty bent. And she's immediately like, oh, knock it off. I've seen it before. It's not that big of a deal. She wants to do a remake of The Graduate. She started off wanting to just do Golden Girls. That didn't happen, and now she wants to do a remake of The Graduate, and she wants me to be the Dustin Hoffman partner. Yeah, there's
someone make
some
green
Freudian
witness.
stuff in there.
Right?
Everybody said, I'll think about it.
You know what? No.
Oh,
okay. I mean, it could kind of work, but I don't know.
But she was kind of responsible on setting you towards your path of stardom. Didn't she enter you in a competition when you were quite young?
Well, yeah, she entered me in a lot of competitions. It's kind of part and parcel to the same woman who I just explained to you. There was one competition, it was a poetry competition. And, well, there's poetry competition, there was Little Mr. Texas. Let me just tell Little Mr. Texas one. This is the same woman, you'll know exactly
We've
what
got a picture of you as the
Yes.
Mr. Texas.
This picture, there I am. Little Mr. Texas, right? She tells me, at 8 years old, 1977, you won Little Mr. Texas. So I was Little Mr. Texas until about 26 years old. How many years is that? 18 years later, one day, I've got the picture, and I decided I'm just gonna zoom in on that trophy. Can you zoom in on that trophy?
No, we can't, I don't think.
Well, anyway, it says runner-up. It says runner-up. All right. And it's same lady. I enter a poetry contest, and I write a nice poem. I think I show it to her. She goes, yeah, that's not bad. Go try again. I go back in the room, try again, come back. She goes, that's not bad either, but here, have a look at this poem. And I look at it, and she goes, isn't that a good one? And it says, if all that I would want to do is be to sit and talk to you, would you listen? I think it was E.E. Cummings. And I was like, yeah, that's a good one. She goes, you like it? I go, yeah, I like it. She goes, then it's yours. I go, well, what do you mean? She goes, well, you understand it. It means something to you. Therefore, it's yours. And I go, well, what are you saying? She goes, write that. And I go, and sign E.E. Cummings. She goes, no, you can sign it because you understand it. I won the contest. Yeah, she's a bit of an outlaw.
Don't try this at home. The thing is, so Michael's here now, Michael will be back in the summer, but what rainy day in February, you're thinking, I wish I could spend some time with Michael Bublé. Well, now there is an opportunity, because with great celebrity come great honours, particularly a wax figure. Now, Judy, are you a wax figure?
Yes.
You are. I could have put you out of your misery and told you are, because we've got a picture. This is, actually, this is good.
Please don't show it.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. It's better than Daniel looks like a sulky Russian. He doesn't look... He doesn't... So good. Now, Matthew, you have one. I'm not sure if your family would recognise you. It's not terrible.
But
it's not great. This is... I don't know where this is. Okay, it's terrible. It's terrible.
When and what was that time? I can do that again. Yeah, okay. What do I look like? Am I coming or going?
It looks like a tribute act.
Yeah.
Matthew, on the show, you've talked before about your dad and what an extraordinary man he was. And in the book, he really comes across as kind of a superhero. Tell us about your bird.
Yes. Well, this was a summer, I guess around 1978, 79. My dad and I were living together in a trailer park. And we had a bird, a cockatiel. He loved this bird. And we had a rule, you know, in the morning, just watch when you open the door so he didn't get out. And, you know, when you're coming in the door, make sure you just open it slightly so the bird didn't get out. Well, the bird would fly around freely all day. And then we'd get home, put it in its cage, let it talk to it, let it sit on his shoulder. He got home one night from work, about the same time I got home from playing outside. And then where's our bird, Lucky? Lucky, where's Lucky? No, Lucky, where Lucky's always here to greet us. Where the hell's Lucky? I'm looking on one end of the trailer. Dad goes to look on the other end. All of a sudden, I hear Dad start going, no, 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 no. I run back there. He's on his hands and knees over the toilet. And he reaches in. Lucky's down there and swirling, lifeless, dead in the bottom of the toilet. He reaches in the toilet. Dad starts, he loved this bird, starts just weeping, brings this bird up, soaking in toilet water. And then he grabs the bird by the waist and puts Lucky's head and whole chest in his mouth. And he starts going, tears coming down his eyes, starts going very lightly. He's a big man. He's blowing like just the right amount of air that would not blow up a bird's lungs, but enough. And I'm watching this, and Dad's weeping, going. All of a sudden, feather flips. Brings his bird out. Lucky shakes the toilet water off his head and Dad's saliva off his head. He brought that damn bird Lucky back to life. That bird was dead, and by mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, he revived that bird Lucky, and Lucky lived another 8 years.
Wow, what a great story. I'm interested because you had a kind of similar career pivot to what Wayne's doing now, where you had this incredibly successful career with rom-coms, and you went, no, I'm going to search out different sorts of parts, more meaningful parts. How hard was it to turn your back on that incredibly successful career?
Similar to what Dwayne said, I had that 4 a.m. in my solitude on my own truth that hit me. It lands like a butterfly and strikes like a lightning bolt at the same time. That truth that you go, okay, tomorrow when the sun comes up and I'm back in the masses and all of the world's coming at me and all those offers, I need to remember this truth. Now, I've been trying to get dramas and was even offering huge pay cuts. And they're like, no, stay in your lane, McConaughey. You're the rom-com guy. You got that down. Mind you, I enjoyed him, but I was wanting to do something different. Because I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I said, I got to stop doing what I'm doing. So I said, no more rom-coms. Called the agent, said, let the town know. It's not going to happen. I went to Texas. Camilla's pregnant. I'm on the ranch, quiet down there. Camilla says to me, look, you don't know how long it's going to be dry, how long you're going to not go with work. This could go on, but this is non-negotiable. We're not going back. I was like, not going back. Now, a year goes by. Nothing. I call my agent. He goes, Matthew, I haven't even heard your name in 6 months. I'm like, okay. I may have just wrote myself a one-way ticket out of Hollywood. I start to think about other vocations, school teacher, wildlife guide. Maybe I'll go back to law school, all right? 18 months go by. I really think I've done it. I'm out. I get this romantic action comedy. It comes with an $8 million offer. I read it. I pass. I say, no, thank you. Comes back with a $10 million offer. I said, no, thank you. Comes back with a $12 million offer. I said, no, thank you. It comes back with a $14.5 million offer. I said, let me read that thing again. Yay. Same words as the $8 million offer, but it was better. It was funnier. I could see myself in it. This could work, right? But I ultimately said no.
That must be so hard to say no.
It was, but saying no to it, I think sent a little invisible message to Hollywood. Oh, McConaughey's not bluffing. We were talking about not flinching, not asking permission. Oh, he's playing offense. He's not just doing nothing. He's playing. He's on to something. And 20 months, 2 months after I turned that down, the offers came in that I was looking for, and they came in droves. It went Killer Joe, Mud, The True Detective, Dallas Buyers, Magic Mike. They came in everything I was looking for, and they would not have come in if I wouldn't have unbranded for that 20 months.
Yes.
All right. Now, Dwayne, you didn't have to unbrand. You had enough steam going. I can make whatever choice I want, and I'm going to make this happen over here. It was a time for me where I had to unbrand, and it took 20 months. But then I was doing, and all of a sudden my work was challenging the vitality of my life. And I was like, there we go. Yeah.
So cool.
I know, absolutely. Dwayne, your mom, she didn't act, but she has now done some acting.
She has. So I followed in Matthew's path, and I put her I cast her in live-action Moana. So she's in that, yeah.
Does she have lines?
No, thank God. No.
Okay. you went the Norton route.
No, yes,
okay.
that's it.
But you've talked about her before, but I love the idea of your mother. She enjoys your fame very much.
She loves it.
She does. My mom's had a tough life, and so now she's living
cute.
There she is. She's just living her best life, and she does. She's my biggest fan, and she has this crazy room that's called the SmackDown room, and in the SmackDown, it's just all me. Yes, everything that I mean, every little thing, anything you can think of, she just shoves it in there. And then this room. Did your mom have something like that?
the same room.
She does.
It's not of you, but it's of all my stuff.
That would be weird.
And few.
So your mom is your biggest fan?
Yes, but she also, she is my biggest fan, but she also is very clear to take credit for all of,
wow.
As you said, every role I've ever played. Here's what she comes up after. She goes, Matt, you did so good. I can tell where you got it from. Very proud. But we're fine now. My ship's stable enough where I'm like, Mom, say whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Now that she's got a great agent, she's good.
Yes.
But also, she published a book.
Yes.
Can you remember what the name of the book was?
Oh, yes. Because she probably has already put a sticker of the title of the book on my truck. It's called I Amaze Myself.
I feel like every book should be called I Amaze Myself.
Oh, she's a legend.
Chapter
amazing.
26. Guess what the title is? Some people deserve to be pissed on.